true or what it really is. But it's a internet phenomenon, a very interesting one that I never heard of until a couple of days ago. And it's called the mall worlds. Apparently, there's thousands of people who are having dreams of this infinite mall. And what makes it peculiar is that they would see people in the dreams and meet with them or see them in real life afterwards. So this has gone to such a degree where people are actually mapping out this place in tremendous detail. And not only that, there's a subreddit dedicated with thousands of members, and they have AI generated images of what the mall looks like. I'll put it away in a sec. All right. So, these people are describing really strange things. It's very similar to the liminal space phenomenon, which started a few years back. And I can't really say much about that phenomenon. I don't know. I think it was basically nothing more than just a meme, just some kind of scary story type situation. This feels a little bit different though. This feels like it might actually be going on. And what's a little bit upsetting to me is that I'm not participating in it. I have no memory of the small or dream or anything like that. So now I'm going to meditate every night to do what I can to try to get into this place. But if it is a real phenomenon, this is an interesting collective conscious representation of humanity, I believe. I believe there's two possible things going on here. I believe that this world has become empty and people are feeling it, so they are representing like they're superimposing they're projecting their subconscious to each other of the emptiness they feel in this sort of alternate dimension. But it's more detailed than that. People apparently claim that it's not just a mall, that there is an ocean there, that there is highways, parking lots. They say that there's like bathrooms that go on forever. It's really strange. You should check this out. I discovered it on TikTok, and I'm fully aware that TikTok shouldn't necessarily be a beacon of truth or anything like that, but I personally believe this is actually taking place. So I think it's either that, it's a representation of our collective subconscious being projected of how inside of an inner dimension. Можешь тише быть? Я делаю видео. The other possibility, this has something to do with the Miami Mall aliens. A couple of years ago, I think now. Can't believe it was that long, but you know how people are. Their attention spans are so short. It's like basically erased from history, which is an odd thing on its own. It just feels like memory. Memory itself does not feel even remotely the same as to how it used to feel. Like, as you try to remember things, like I just actually saw a video the other day of a guy saying that he feels like memory of entire chunks of his life are missing. And that's exactly right. If you reflect back on time, go back many years, and ask yourself, time that are missing, because I certainly do and can relate with that person. Anyway, going back to the mall, I believe that incident was real. I believe it was covered up, as everything is covered up in this reality. Just an endless, endless, endless sea of lies and dangling carrots, and I just unfortunately feel like there's no end in sight to any of it whatsoever. It's really unfortunate that we're approaching 2026 and we're still going nowhere. But there's something going on, though. There is a stillness in the air. There's a peculiarity in the air. There's something going on. But it's always just some feeling and nothing tangible, unfortunately. So the Miami Mall aliens that was opened, they would create these what they call pocket universes, where they would have like these prisons inside these pocket universes and all sorts of things, and they would essentially be like miniature black holes is what they were. And I think that is actually a real concept. I think what opened up in the Miami Mall incident was a sort of pocket universe. And it was not closed properly. And so that mall scene superimposed itself and is now in a state of endless multiplication. So this pocket universe, this black hole that was created from that event, has not closed. It is still tangled onto our reality. And not only is it tangled onto our reality, it is now multiplying in ever greater numbers. So it is multiplying to such a degree that it is now embedding itself in the subconscious of people who are now gravitating towards this place in the dream and astral state. Gateway programs while in school. I heard of that. I heard somebody said something about a gateway program. I have no clue what that is. I'll look it up. I'm gonna assume it's something similar to MK Ultra, though, from the way it sounds. Anyway, I'm gonna keep in touch with this interesting phenomenon taking place, especially if we're gonna see more and more people dreaming of this place. And there's one person in particular that actually claims that they see it every single night, that they dream of this place every single night, which is just absolutely insane. And again, why am I not included in this? I have seen mall-like places, and I've always sensed the peculiarity about malls in general. They have a weird vibe to them, especially the one near me where I live. That mall is super strange. There is something about malls that is a representation of mind, that is a representation of childhood psychology, of the subconscious of children. Gifted and talented programs. Gifted and talented programs. Huh. Well, that just sounds like a normal thing to me, though. I don't know if that's some kind of super duper program. But anyway, if you haven't heard of this, I suggest that you check it out. It does seem rather interesting, and I'm going to try to access this place, no doubt about it. I'm going to meditate on it every night, because I am very curious myself.